First a woodpecker, then 3 blue jays. There must be a crow in the area. So how do you know the one? How do you know what you believe to be true? And if you don't hold anything of value as a truth, what does it say about you? At some point in life, we have all felt the one. In the search for meaning, we created a conviction. It grew into a form, a spirit. We've held it, nurtured it, cultivated it. And then it grows and it learns its power through us. Gaining clarity, perception, expression through experience. And we sacrifice to bring it to form. Generation after generation. We held that fire and we nurtured it. And this happened because we didn't release what it was. We're still holding on, trying to control it and nurture it. And now it's controlling and nurturing us. So that's when you release, and that's when you know the one. The eternal promise that the only static is the ever-flowing dynamic. So things just change. So a spirit was created and released. Now it's taking a new form. So those of us who recognize that at a level we don't have the words for, or an understanding of, because it frankly doesn't matter in the grand scheme of your individual life. But now people like us are falling into the creative, which is creating a life. And letting the demarcation points, the natural boundaries, the natural integration into this reality just be a product of, a byproduct of your process. Where optimum outcome is simply a result of your optimum here now, which is a lot of different things happening all at once, and we're not always in that awareness, because we're either too low or too high. I've always been kind of down, depressed, melancholic, But I rage up very quickly. And it's not, it's a reminder of life in a way, a strange way. But you learn your own rhythms in life, and you slowly learn to release who you aren't. And then that becomes who you are. And then you pick up other things, release other things, and it's the constant. Now my perception, my way of being comes from being me, and you've got something like that in you, probably multiple things. You're finding language for in life, so coming to the one. Don't let all the spiritual co-opting of simply asking the right questions. Don't let the spiritual angle slant your perspective of what your power is, what your oneness is. We're not here to be monks. There's no one rule. There's no one ring to rule them all. We all have, well, most of us have 10 fingers, you know. And if we don't got fingers, we got something else. We can put that ring on. In any case, the process of your life is an unfoldment. To recognize that as the power, that's the power, that's the release, that's how the yin turns yang. That's how rhythm is created naturally out of balance, which is just life course correcting itself through you sometimes. Sometimes it's for others. If you're used to doing for others, you gotta do for you now. It's as simple as that. I don't care what the dynamic is. I've had the hard talks with people I cared about. It's not easy. But when you understand deep within yourself, there's a spirit being born, then that's a pure reason to be self-centered. That's not narcissism, that's not ego, that's simply a need to be and express your life naturally. And you know the value of that when you feel the pressure of the SATURN, the constriction of the contract, of the word, of the oath, of the belief, of the dream. No one can judge you. Unless you judge yourself. By their means, by their rules, by their measurements. And to do that is to invalidate your life. Because you didn't live up to God's expectation, you have to go to hell and do it over again. What a convenient system for moralistic behaviors in old society think. But that damage is not in the mind. The mind is the byproduct of the spirit, which is the denial of the one, which is within you, essentially. you bring your universe to cosmos, and then you merge into some other Trinity thing, and then you just keep. I don't pretend to know, but I mean, if the ineffable is possible, anything is. Remember, your epigenetics just is not in your location, your food, water, air, soil, all that. It is the media, it's us, people that you listen to, talk, or watch, sometimes talk to. Well, for me, it's mostly people I know. But if you go on YouTube or any feed, you get AlgoraRythmArized or something. The magic happens, and you're being thrown into Medusa's mirror here. It's a slow boil. Alright, well, that's all I wanted to say. So, thanks for watching, listening, and being.